Hello everyone, welcome to today's live stream. My name is Louis and I work for the Center for Advising Career and Student Success. And today we're doing a special joint live stream with some of our campus partners. And we're going to talk all about remediation, early start, stretch courses, and answer all the questions we can about what I know is a pretty complicated subject. So I want to start off just by making some housekeeping announcements about how to view this stream. If you're watching this on YouTube, you can click the yellow box in the corner of your screen that says be a part of the conversation. There you can join our live chat and we'll answer any question that you ask on the air. We'll try to answer them sort of as they come in. If they're on topic, off topic, we want to make sure we answer them regardless. And then I also want to give just sort of a big picture overview of all these live streams. Each of them has a different topic that we focus on, something like how to look at the web schedule, how to browse the catalog, and today is remediation early start. If you miss a portion of these, you can always go back and watch them, and if you miss the entire thing, you can always watch it on replay at the exact same link on our YouTube page. So with that being said, let me introduce our presenters today, and we will get going. Matthew, why don't you go first?
Hi, my name is Matthew Daines. I work as an admissions counselor in the Office of Admissions.
And hi, my name is Nelson Graff. I'm the director of the University Writing Program. The UWP oversees early start and writing classes for students who score below 147 on the English placement test.
Awesome. So as we keep going, just want to remind you that you can watch this on YouTube, and you can also either join our live chat or you can just leave a direct comment on the YouTube page and I can answer questions there. I'm already getting one comment that someone wasn't able to join the live chat, so while you guys get started, I will look into that. With that being said, why don't you guys take off here?
Okay, I'll go ahead and get started. When we're talking about early start, we want to make sure that our viewers know who we're addressing. So early start has to do with how you have tested in math and English. So to explain that, let's go to a website that shows the criteria for math and English. If we could go there now, this is linked on the admissions website, and it just shows what we're looking at to make you exempt from a further placement test. Some of you will not need to participate in early start, and if you happen to be a transfer student watching this video, early start does not apply to you. So if you can scroll down real to the bottom here.
Can you guys see my screen?
Yeah, we can.
Okay. I think someone's phone's going off. Can you mute that?
Yeah, that's my phone. Sorry about that.
No worries. Okay. Am I at the right spot, Matt?
Yeah, if you could just expand the section that says, how do I become exempt from taking the English, EPT, and/or math placement tests?
Okay.
Down at the bottom there.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
So I want to mention to viewers that you can find this link that we're going to now, and all the links that we'll be visiting. We're going to about 4 different websites during today's live cast. You can find all of that in the information section of today's video. What I want to focus on is a lot of you know whether or not you're exempt or not. If you've met any of the criteria based on your SAT or ACT, you may have tested into college level math and English, and all the criteria that we use are listed here. If you could highlight the bottom 3 bullet points there under English, I want to definitely focus on a lot of students that are coming in as freshmen at CSUMB are conditionally exempt for the English or math. This is based on scores that you received when you took the CASP test in 11th grade. And so senior year, you're taking expository reading and writing course, or maybe AP English, or IB English, or something improved as honors. A lot of you are in those courses. What is important for you to know is even if you are in those courses, CSUMB still needs you to make an early start selection, and we will show you that. We need you to do that as soon as possible, and preferably today. So if you are in a conditional status, you need to make an early start selection. We need you to do that today. For anyone else that hasn't met any of these criteria, you would have taken the ELM and EPT. And so based on your scores on that, those are the students that need early start. So if we could go to the next page that kind of talks about, the next page we have on the lineup is the early start page. So if you look on this link, or if you type in early start in the search bar, this will take you to early start. And if you click on the "Do I need early start" link, it's the first one up there towards the left. This will show you the scores that you need to pass the ELM. If you scored a 50, you're ready to go into college level math. If you scored a 147 on the English part, you're ready to go into college level English. All students that scored below that, those are the students that will need early start. So this is where you can find that information. And we want to talk now about the early start program. And to do that, I'm going to turn it over to Nelson.
Okay, so Early Start is a program designed to give you a leg up for starting college. Because this is in the summer, we want to make this as convenient as possible for you. That means that you get to choose an Early Start campus. So you can choose to do Early Start at a CSU near you, you can choose to do it at CSUMB, or you can choose to do it online. So let's take a look at some of those options. Louis, if you can navigate to earlystartcsusuccess.org.
Okay.
And CSU campus.
Hey, while I'm doing that, I wanted to make a quick housekeeping announcement, which is I had a couple people say that they're not able to access the live stream. So rather than troubleshoot that now, if you want to interact with us, ask us any questions, just leave a comment directly on that YouTube page, and I'll make sure to check in with them periodically and answer all the questions you have. So if you can't get the live stream, or if you can't get the live chat, just leave a comment directly on the YouTube page, which I see a couple people are doing already, and we'll get to your questions in a minute.
Thanks, Louis.
Let me share my screen again, and okay.
So just to get a look at an idea of what you're looking at here, let's choose English and Math, and let's choose Bakersfield, Monterey Bay, and San Jose State.
And just a reminder, can you tell the students where we are, or maybe how we got here? I know I just had it up already.
So this is earlystartcsusuccess.org/CSU campus, but this is also linked from that Early Start how to register page, so you can get to it right from there.
Great. Okay, I'll click search now.
Yes, please. So once you choose campuses, there are a few things that are important for you to notice. You'll notice that you'll see the campus on the left-hand side. You'll see the subject, English or Math. You'll see the course title, the days and the dates, and then you'll see, and the things that are really important for you to pay attention to are the course description, the remediation outcome, and whether it's online or not. Those are the last three columns there. Remediation outcome may not be entirely clear, so let me talk through what that means. In that column, remediation outcome, you'll either see just ES or ES and ELM/EPT. If you see ELM/EPT, that means that the course satisfies not only Early Start, but also remediation. most of the courses that you'll see just satisfy ES, that is just early start, and then you'd have to take remediation later. If we scroll down, so we see Bakersfield has courses that satisfy early start and the ELM EPT. Some of those courses may be just for Bakersfield students, and so it's worth reading the description to make sure that the course is open to you. If you make sure to look at the right-hand column, the far right, Louis, can you scroll over a little? I think you're, yeah, there we go. If you go down to San Jose State,
Oh, I think we only selected Bakersfield and Monterey.
okay. Well, that's all right. In Monterey, you'll see that none of ours are online, and all of our courses only satisfy early start. If we had selected San Jose State, you would see that San Jose State has a variety of courses that are online, in person, or hybrid, and those are all options for you. So when you look through this, you'll find that there are some courses that are online, and you have to think carefully about whether you want to do an online course, whether you want to go to your local campus, or come to CSUMB. If you're in the CSUMB area, we strongly encourage you to early start here. Students who have early started here have commented that they make friends when they come here. They get to know the campus early. They start to feel at home on the CSUMB campus before they have to start their full load of classes. So early starting here is a good option. Those who take English early start here have the option also of submitting an optional portfolio at the end of early start that will be evaluated to see whether or not you can place into general education English as opposed to having to take the remedial Writing 95. Matt's going to tell you a little bit about the difference between early start English and early start math.
And if I can cut in here, if this is a good time, let me stop screen sharing. Want to remind people, if you're watching this on YouTube, the live chat is off today. So if you want to ask questions, just ask a question directly on the YouTube page, and trust us, if you have a question, there's a good chance that a lot of other people might have the same thing. And can we take one right now?
Sure.
Yeah, let's do that.
Questions from Michaela in the comments, and she said, I had a question concerning taking early start English at another CSU before I actually go over to CSUMB this fall. Is that CSU allowed to charge me for an actual fall 2016 application when I'm not even going there? Yeah, that's your question.
I think I can answer that. So for all early start classes, they're actually going to be taken during the summer. And so you won't be taking early start in fall 2016. And my understanding is you should not be charged an application fee for either your summer application or a fall 2016 application. But if you have questions on that and we can help you, please contact the admissions office, and we can have you work directly with one of our staff members. Early start will be taken in the summer, so you shouldn't be charged a fall 2016 application for that.
Okay, so Michaela, it sounds like contact the admissions office and see if you can work with them. Are you saying our admissions office, Matthew, or the CSU campus?
Yeah, we can help sort out that information, but that doesn't sound correct to me that a student would be charged an application fee for fall 2016. Early start is taken during the summer, so that doesn't make sense to me. So maybe there's something we need to sort out in the details there, where we can kind of address that on a one-on-one basis.
Okay, great. Let's keep going.
So let's take a look again at our early start page. If you wouldn't mind going there, Louis, just scrolling to um, the page that has the early start information on it. I want to talk a couple of things here. One of the things there, it talks about the math boot camp, and we've talked about English already, but if you hit the link for the math boot camp, we really want to encourage students that have to do early start for math to consider doing the math boot camp at CSUMB. Essentially, you move in early, and the 5 days before school starts, you'll be doing a math workshop. And probably the best feature of the workshop, besides being able to move into campus early and get to connect with other students that are starting in the fall, you will be tested at the end of the boot camp, and based on how you do on that test, you may be able to jump up a level in math. A little bit later on in the video, we will show what math classes you'll have to take depending on how you do an early start. But the option to take the test again is a great opportunity to test right into college level math. So we want to encourage all students. We will have close to 300 students participating in the Early Start Math Boot Camp. So that's what we're encouraging all of our students to do for math, which is definitely different than the English option. And so that's talking about math. I want to now talk about how to register. So if you could click on that link, I would appreciate it. This is the second tab there. So we've talked about who needs early start, where to find the classes. Once you're ready to let CSUMB know where you're going to do that, what you would do is scroll down to the bottom here. And if you have questions on this, click on the expand the section that says how to make an early start campus selection. That'll come up with some directions. Those directions guide you to go to your Student Services Center, and this is kind of a screenshot of what your Student Center will look like. So scroll down to the bottom, you'll see academics here, finances, but if you scroll down to the bottom, you'll see an admissions section, and under that section there's a link that says Early Start. You'll need to click that, and then if you scroll down even further, once you click the Early Start link, it's going to take you to what's called your Early Start Program Smart Page. And this page covers a few things. It tells you whether or not you're required to participate in Early Start. It gives you an option to select a campus where you would do that for English and math. And then also at the bottom under financial aid information, it tells you whether or not you qualify for a fee waiver. So some students may be eligible for a fee waiver. This particular example says that student's not eligible for a fee waiver, but that'll be letting you know if you'll be required to pay for the program. And so anybody that has been given a conditional status where you took English or math to meet your placement test or for math and English requirements senior year, CSUMB actually needs you to complete this section. We need you to make an early start selection, and the reason why is we won't have your final transcripts until after the deadline. So the deadline is actually today. So anybody that's conditionally exempt, we need you to go into this part and make your early start campus selection. For students that didn't, meet the conditionally exempt requirements and need to do early start, this is the first part of the process in signing up for early start. You first make your campus selection, and then in 3 to 5 business days, the campus will be contacting you that you've selected. Like if you selected, like this student here for English, selected Cal Poly San Luis, they will be receiving information from Cal Poly San Luis. So can you scroll down further on this page where it says how to enroll in early start courses? after 3 to 5 business days, we create a summer application for you, and that shows up as a link saying enroll in Early Start. That's where you'll click on the link that says enroll in Early Start. Once you click on that, you'll be taken into the database section that allows you to enroll for classes. If you need English, you'll sign up for the appropriate English class, and if you need math, we need you to sign up for the math boot camp, which will be starting in August, and you'll see those options on there. For other campuses, if you scroll down below that, we just kind of let you know that you'll be contacted by that other school. If it's Cal Poly, if it's San Jose, if you don't hear from that school for a week, follow up with them. Make sure that they got your information. If you have any questions about any of these things, contact our office. We'll be happy to help with that and let you know where to go from there.
And I'm thinking about the question that was asked by Michaela in our chat earlier. She said that a campus is charging me an application fee, but I think it's important to mention, Matt, that there is a fee to take the actual course. And it's possible that she might be confusing that fee with an application fee, which, technically is a separate thing, and that's why she's thinking that.
Yeah, if you scroll up to the top of the page, it does list the cost for Early Start on this page.
Okay.
And so for each unit that you take, it's $182 per unit. And then students with the EFC estimated family contribution of less than $5,000 actually have the Early Start program covered. And so, like if you so the example that's given on this page, if you scroll down there again under how to register, yeah, keep scrolling down. You see that this student here is being charged $184. That's $182 for the program, and then there's a $2 fee for processing that goes on top of that. So that's where you see under the finances section. So yeah, maybe that's what that student is talking about there.
Yeah, good catch. And thanks, Jacinto actually jumped in on my chat and pointed that out.
Thanks, Jacinto.
Okay, let me take a pause here and see if there's any questions in our chat. I just want to remind everyone there's no live chat today, so if you want to ask any question about remediation, early start, your specific situation, you can just leave a comment on the YouTube box, and I'll make sure to monitor that throughout the broadcast and make sure we ask them so that everyone can benefit from any questions you have. Looks like there's no additional ones right now, so let's keep going.
Great. So, Louis, if you can navigate to the planning, the schedule page. So we want to show you both what you take over the summer and what you take in the fall after early start. Let's go to the semester and look at the summer. Summer 2016. And you'll see the ES courses, ESMAT and ESWRT are the early start courses. I'll talk about the ESWRT. So if you can click ESWRT, Louis. All of these courses are the same course, ESWRT 94. The only difference is in the times. You'll see one of those sections is already full, but there's a Monday, Wednesday section, a Tuesday, Thursday section, both in the morning, and then there's a Monday, Wednesday, and a Tuesday, Thursday section in the evening. And actually, if you look, Louis, if you'll click one of the Azurite 94s, you'll see the dates that runs. All of them run from July 5th to July 29th. And then Matt, you want to tell them about math?
Yeah, Louis, if you could go back one page and it's still under the E section for early start, so it's ESMAT is the abbreviation for the early start courses. Just go ahead and click on that. And for math, you see two options. For students attending CSUMB, we want you to look at the second option, that'd be section 2. And you'll see that we actually have 300 seats in that. If you could click on that section, click on the details of it, you'll see that it starts August 17th and runs through August 21st. That's essentially Wednesday through Sunday. If you see the times, you'll notice that it's all day there. And so that's why we call it the boot camp. It's intensive 5 days. If you have a housing assignment, if you're coming to CSUMB from out of the area and you have a housing assignment, you'll move in on the day prior, so that'll be August 16th. And like we said, the benefit of taking this class is that at the end of it, you'll be given a test so that you can jump up a level in math, or maybe possibly go all the way through to college level math. And now is probably a good time to mention that. So if you could look at the courses for the fall, switch from the summer to the fall.
I can literally hear Chrissy yelling in the next room, no brainer, as far as the math bootcamp course. Okay, going to the fall here.
You're restricted because you're on ESMAT.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
So looking at the fall subjects, whether or not everyone will get either a pass-fail grade in their early start course, and then based on, like I said, that test that our program is going to give you at the end, let's take a look at the math courses for the fall. If you could go to M for math, and depending on how you tested on that, or maybe you took early start math at another campus, how you would be placed in our math sequence is the courses start off with Math 98. Math 98 is the first course, and then you go up to Math 99, and then after that you can take pre-calculus, finite math, statistics. Anything considered 100 level is considered university level. So,
and it may be worth noting that that the units for courses below 100 level don't count toward graduation, but those at the 100 level do.
Yeah, and so if you can scroll back up to the top there.
Oops, I think I clicked on one. Here we go.
Yeah, and anytime you click on the course, it'll give you the information. So Math 98, if on the ELM you've scored below a 46, you'll be placed into Math 98. But like we said, if you go to the boot camp, and maybe when you took the ELM, you had forgot some of the things from geometry or algebra 1, the boot camp's a way to review those things and to take the test again. You could jump up to Math 99, which you see on there. But it's important to note that in your first year at CSUMB, if you take Math 98 in the fall, you'll then go to Math 99. You only have a year to complete those, or you could be asked to leave the university if you don't complete those two courses in that year. So
and it's worth also noting that if you don't do early start, you could be disenrolled.
Yeah, so all these things we want to take the time to definitely point out how important it is, because each one of these things that you're asked to do by the university, including early start and Math 98 and 99, which are at this point considered remedial courses, if you don't complete those items, you can be asked to have your enrollment rescinded from the university, and you can be asked to leave just for that subject alone. So we consider it important, but more than anything, we really want you to be prepared for your math classes, prepared to do well at CSUMB, and so we want you to take early start here, if that's an option, and then just know that you'll be taking these courses depending on how you place from there. And then I'll let Nelson talk about the writing side of it.
Great. So, Louis, if you can switch subjects to writing. You've probably realized by now that CSUMB doesn't have an English department, so the general education area A, which is oral and written communication, happens in humanities and communication, or a variety of departments. The course for students who score below 147 on the English placement test is this WRT course, Writing 95. That's a course, a semester-long course that prepares you, gives you extra support in the kind of reading and writing that you're going to do in college classes. However, Louis, if you'll scroll down, this year we have a special section, Writing 195, that's a pilot. It's something new we're trying this year, and what Writing 195 is a year-long course. It goes from Writing 195 to HCOM 195. There are only 22 seats open, but both semesters are credit-bearing semesters. You'll stay with the same students and the same instructor for a year, and you'll earn 8 credits for the 2 semesters of written and oral communication. That course is Mondays and Wednesdays from 8 to 9:50. So if you're willing to commit to getting up at 8 o'clock and being in a Monday, Wednesday class from 8 to 9:50 for a year, that's a good option for you. And I think that's most of it. Matt, you were going to say something about questions?
I just want to kind of review a couple things before we get into questions. Thanks. But are there any questions at this time, Louis?
Let me double check here. I want to remind everyone, if you're watching this on YouTube, there's no live chat today, so just ask the question directly by leaving a comment in the YouTube box. Any and all questions are welcome. We don't have any new ones right now, so go ahead.
So I just want to review. There's a couple things that we want to make sure for students that are in a conditional status to where, you know, either math or English exempted you from having to take the ELM or EPT, the course that you took your senior year. Even if you know that you passed that, and at this point you probably have a real good idea as we're nearing the end of the school year, we still need you to make an early start selection. We won't have your final transcripts until further on down the road, and so CSUMB needs to just verify that you've made an early start selection if you're conditionally exempt. If you need early start or you're conditionally exempt, we need you to make that selection by the end of today. So we have a lot of calls coming into our office, but if you have any questions, contact us, and then you know, we need you to sign up for your early start courses wherever you're going to do it. If you're going to complete them at CSUMB, we encourage you to do that. And if you have any questions about anything regarding early start, let us know. If you have any questions regarding where you will be placed in classes for fall 2016, there'll be a lot of YouTube live streams covering all that information, how to register for courses, but those questions would go to the advising office.
What's your phone number?
Our phone number is area code 831-582-3738, and call us there, or you can email us admissions@csumb.edu.
And that might be a good segue into talking about some of advising's events going forward for the rest of the week and most of next week as well. So we're going to keep doing live streams every day. Starting tomorrow, we're going to begin to give students a walkthrough of some of the new features that they have. Your shopping carts are about to unlock. We'll show you around that. We'll show you how to put courses in your shopping carts and validate, make sure that you meet all the prereqs to get into courses. If you don't, we're going to talk about permission numbers. So in our mind, the really fun stuff's about to happen, which is you're going to start getting an idea what your schedule is going to look like. And also, Matt talked about people calling in the admissions office. I want to remind everyone that the second half of today and every day going forward, we're doing call-in hours. We alternate between doing it in the morning from 9 to noon and doing it in the afternoon, I think from 1 to 4. And during that time, you can call in and actually speak with an advisor for those kind of quick questions, quick answers. Any questions about remediation, early start are welcome. We'll probably be able to answer them. If we can't, then we might work in conjunction with admissions and make sure you get the information you need.
And I think that's all.
Okay. I want to remind everyone, if you want to sneak in a last question, you can ask it on the YouTube comment box. Couple final housekeeping things. I want to share our website with you. Let me bring it up here. There we go. So all of the information about what you're doing during the summer to register for classes is on csumb.edu/advising. We have new student checklists here that we've gotten feedback has been really helpful. It has a very linear step 1, step 2, step 3 guide on what you need to do and when you need to do it by. And right now we are right here, which is watch our live stream for early start and remediation. And there's also on our website a full schedule of the events. Today is June 1st, so you can open up the June tab. You can see that we're doing the live stream today, call-in hours this afternoon, and so on and so forth. And this is going to really lead you right into orientation. We want students to come to orientation with a clear idea of what classes they're taking, and then after that it's going to make it so much easier on your actual registration day, which I should mention, if you're a transfer student and you're coming to orientation, you register on June 21st. If you're a freshman and you're coming to orientation, you register on June 23rd, that's a Thursday. And if you don't come to orientation at all, you register on Monday, June 27th. Don't worry, there will still be courses available for you. We're doing the best we can to make sure we have enough to accommodate all the incoming students. Let me take one last peek at our YouTube comments, see if we have anything else. And if not, we will wrap it up. I got one more question. What was the move-in date and time for early start students?
So there's more information under the early start tab, specifically under the math boot camp, but you'll be moving in on August 16th, and they do move in the specific time. You'll be notified from housing, because the key component there is that you have to make sure you have a housing assignment. So housing is still in the process of completing their housing assignments. So the times will come out, but it'll be the day before, and from what I remember, it's the majority of the day. So it'll probably be in the morning and kind of go from there.
It's worth noting, though, that while there's an early move-in date for Math Boot Camp, there's no on-campus housing for English Early Start, which is why we say that English Early Start is the best option, really, for students who are already in the CSUMB area.
Yeah, thanks for pointing out that distinction.
Awesome. Okay, I'm going to wrap it up here. If you miss any of this, you can go back and watch it. The same links that you used to access the live stream is going to be used to save it on our YouTube page. We have a lot of viewers that have been viewing the live streams after the fact, and I want to thank everyone for taking the time to watch it. We've had about 1,000 students view all the live streams, but between now and the last 7 days. So thank you for that. Okay, guys, thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.
And for the viewers, we will see you guys tomorrow for the CMS Student Center tour.